video, just want to read a small excerpt about the life of the philosopher Emperor Marcus Aurelius. The reign of Marcus Aurelius was particularly hard. It began with a war in the east, and once again sparked by a dispute over Armenia. So that's Rome fighting Parthia over the control of Armenia. The Parthians killed a Roman governor and wiped out his army and launched raids deep into Syria. Marcus Aurelius had made his brother by adoption co-ruler, that's Lucius Verus, giving him the title of Caesar, while styling himself Augustus. Caesar Lucius Verus was sent to take command of a grand war effort, although the sources suggest that he was mainly a figurehead and that the war was conducted by his subordinates. Now the Romans repulsed the invaders and then advanced down the Tigris to sack both Parthian capital Ctesiphon and the nearby Hellenistic city of Seleucia in 165. After this, the Parthian king sued for peace. Lucius Verus returned to Italy at the end of 166, and the detachment of troops drawn from all over the empire also started to go back to their home bases, and Lucius Verus died shortly afterwards, of apoplexy. With the troops returning from Mesopotamia came a dreadful epidemic whose identity cannot be established, although smallpox and bubonic plague have both been suggested. For the next 3 decades, so while the empire was reeling under this heavy blow, the bubonic plague, thousands being killed, including the co-emperor Lucius Verus, perhaps because of it, a serious problem that developed on the Danube frontier, beginning with a raid on Pannonia by 6,000 Germanic warriors from a number of tribes in 167. This was eventually repulsed, but the perception that Rome was vulnerable encouraged more attacks. A series of bitter campaigns were fought, most of them against the Germanic Marcomanni and Quadi tribes, and the nomadic Sarmatian and Iazyges. Marcus Aurelius presided in person over most of these operations. In 170, a raiding band of Germans reached Italy and attacked the city of Aquilea, while another group had penetrated as far as Greece. The sources for these campaigns are poor, but there seems to have been a number of Roman defeats before the tide turned, and one by one the tribes were forced to accept peace terms. Then, in 175, Marcus Aurelius faced an unexpected threat when a false report of his death prompted the Syrian governor Avidius Cassius to declare himself emperor. Marcus Aurelius' son Commodus was still only 13, so could not yet be seen as a viable heir to the throne. The revolt collapsed as soon as the truth was known. Avidius Cassius and his son were killed, but otherwise there was virtually no bloodshed. However, Marcus Aurelius was drawn away from the Danube to ensure that the east was secure, and fighting flared up again on the frontier in 177. And the following year, the emperor left Rome to resume personal command. He never returned to Rome. There was talk of plans to annex 2 new provinces beyond the Danube. Excavations in the Czech Republic in recent years confirmed that large army bases were established there at this period. Fresh campaign was anticipated when Marcus Aurelius fell ill and died, perhaps at Vindobona, modern Vienna. Marcus Aurelius had been a decent, intelligent man who had tried to do his best. His Meditations may not be the most original or the greatest work of philosophy ever written, but it's striking to read such sentiments from the ruler of most of the known world. Marcus Aurelius was to be greatly missed. The senator, Cassius Dio, who grew up under his rule, gloomily wrote that after his death, our history now descends from a kingdom of gold to one of iron and rust, as affairs did for the Romans of that day. So that's a brief account about the wars and the reign of Marcus Aurelius, and we'll do another part later on.